Okay, going live. Mueller report went to William Barr. Waiting to see if anyone finds me online here. Everybody's probably watching the news. Oh, hey, Jenna. Not sure I'm pronouncing your name right. Just decided to go online. Hi, Kathy, Judy. Hi. Everybody watching the news. Mueller report went to Barr. Hi, Jan. I had to come online. Hi, TR. Sorry, for those viewers who are watching this later, I'm going to give you a gap for a few minutes saying hello to everybody. Susan's here. Kathy, hi. Joanna, hi. Thanks, Jan. Jan says she'd rather watch me. Hi, Marilyn. There's hope. Yeah, I agree, Judy Ann. The media's too worked up. What I was watching before Rachel was the first person I watched who took a calmer approach to what happened. Hello, Arlene and Carol. Rachel Maddow seemed to take a little bit calmer approach and kind of, what does this mean? Where are we going? Hey, Wendy. Hey, Edith. Arlene. Hi, PNW. Hi, Leanne. So, I think it was good news. We knew the report was coming out. What was interesting to me in William Barr's letter was that, he said that there was no case of the special counsel taking inappropriate action. Now, what did happen, they said there were no more indictments from the special counsel. That's okay. The other day, the reporters were talking about all the boxes that were being carried out of the special counsel office. Well, where were those going? Thanks, Hope. Good to see you too. So all these other boxes were being taken out of the special counsel office. So those are going like to New York and other places. There will be other indictments. What I can't wait to see is, did Mueller have any evidence of collusion, conspiracy at higher levels than who he's already indicted? Higher than like Manafort and those guys. Manafort's up on fraud and conspiracy with New York State. So we'll have to wait and see if Mueller's report has information about collusion or he was only supposed to be investigating, did they work with Russia and how much Russia meddled with our election. Hey, Cheryl. Thanks, BNW. Lucio might appear later. She's around here somewhere. So there will be more indictments. So don't get too worked up by the media. They're going to go nuts with this all weekend. Trump's going to, of course, say, see, no collusion, as he does every day, a zillion times a day. But I wanted to take a look at New York State. Has Mueller passed along information to New York State? Hi, Edith. Lucy's doing good today. She got to go for a little walk outside. It got up to 46 degrees here Fahrenheit today. So I have a little leash and harness. I take her for a walk outside when the weather's nice. That's warm for us. Anything above freezing is warm, and she likes to go for a little walk. She's kind of resting now, kind of wore her out a little bit. Okay, so back to what I was going to read on. Sorry if I missed some comments. Hard to keep up with comments and focus on the reading, but did Mueller have evidence of Trump working and conspiring with Russia, but just didn't have enough evidence? Like it was more hearsay, he said, she said. Did he just not have enough witnesses, and he's dealing with a bunch of liars. I mean, you look at Manafort and Roger Stone, all these guys are just so, lie all the time. Did he just not have enough reliable evidence to say, yes, he conspired with Russia directly. Got Australia on here. Ooh, I've got the star card on the bottom. That's hope. That's hope right on the bottom. So, my psychic insights, my feelings that I get on this is that he had evidence, but that maybe it wasn't as strong, so he didn't want to risk it not winning the case flat out in court. That he had more evidence on the money, and is approaching it from that standpoint. So maybe not as much of conspiring with Russia and getting paid by oligarchs, but getting him on like money laundering, RICO laws, those types of things. I'm not going to angle my camera down, so pardon me, you're not going to see the layout. I'll hold the cards up. All right, I got 2 aces, and that tells me, yes, he did have information about Trump conspiring with Russia. Here's Mueller. He's got a proposal he's giving to someone, and covering that is the sword of truth. Now, this would be his challenge also. The sword of truth would be his challenge. So I think he found it challenging to prove in court. But then I have another ace down here. So Ace of Wands, inspiration, the plan, the idea, the new beginnings. That tells me, yes, he knew Trump was working with Russia, but he felt challenged by it. So here, recent past, as of today, end of a cycle, end of the Russia investigation by Robert Mueller, but not other people that he's passed evidence on to. Crowning the reading here, I've got the 3 of Wands. This is a new plan already off the ground. He has already put into motion a plan. So hope is not lost. He has a plan. He's a brilliant, strategist. He knows that some of this might not have gone anywhere if he'd handled it himself. So he has a plan. Here he is in the future, looking to his future with the plan. He is battle weary, but there's strength in the evidence that he has passed on. And, both of these cards, he's looking away. So he's passed it on to someone else to look into. And Mueller is hanging on to what he's got. He's handled what he did. He's passed on everything else. The information that Mueller has passed on, Mueller's still going to show up in my readings, even though they're saying his investigation is done, because he's done a lot of groundwork, which is now passed off to New York and other places. So here's Mueller again. He's causing anxiety for other people that he's passed information to. They're now like, oh my God, look at this. And it's about all the secrets and conspiracies. So he's now putting the burden on other jurisdictions like New York. Interesting. Here's how Trump's feeling right now. This has happened to come up. Here's Trump feeling like, oh, I've won, I'm victorious, and the victory card. But with this card, the winning at all costs, it's actually a defeat of sorts, because you've defeated the other people. That's coming up right on top of my Mueller card. So I'm going to say that Mueller's going to bite him in the butt. Mueller's going to bite Trump in the butt, and we will be victorious with Trump. So have no fears. I just wanted to get on and calm everybody down. Hi, Rose. Hi, Barb. Who else joined? Gabriel, Judy Ann. Sorry if I missed anybody. Alexandra. Julie Owens, yeah. So let's take a look at how April is going to go for Trump. Knowing that some of this, hi Phyllis, there's Susan. Let's see how Trump's April is going to look. now that the Mueller report is out, Adam Schiff's already come out and said that if we don't get the full report, we'll subpoena for it. Hi, Virginia. Hi, Tara. Stay calm. Just breathe. So how is Trump's April going to look? I need to find Tarot's Apprentice and do a reading with him this weekend, a rapid fire reading. Those are always fun and kind of calm things down. True rubber duck. Mueller was never going to indict him. He could advise, in his report that there's evidence of it. Yes, Alchemist. Let's look at Trump's April. Well, here we have the thief thinking he got away with it. So interesting. Trump showing up as my GOP card. So he's feeling like very happy, and it feels like the GOP is going to celebrate with him about the Mueller report. Like, oh, everything's great. Look, everything's great. His challenge is the illumination. So those things which we don't know, yet his challenge is the illumination, the information that we have yet to see. Recent past, there's like a bombshell that he doesn't even know about yet. It's like, I feel like this is like a bombshell. It's already happened. He just doesn't know about it yet. It's in the past. It's showing up in the past. He just doesn't know about it yet. At the root of this, Trump's going to be doing his business the same way he always has, so that means he's going to continue to make money off being the president. He doesn't do business he doesn't work as a president. He works as a businessman, trying to gain as much money as he can. So he's going to continue doing everything he's always done, tweeting 90 miles an hour. But here, crowning the reading, this is my Mueller card when he's planning. He's not in action, he's planning, and he's sitting as an authority figure. Mueller is a fire sign. So he shows up for me as the King of Wands sometimes. And what's crowning the reading is what Mueller has planned that Trump is not even aware of yet. This caused this explosion in the past. Trump's not even aware of the explosion, has already gone off. And I'm going to say that's in the New York office, like, boom, there's big ground shaking things with Trump that he's not even aware of yet. Near future, he's either moving to calmer waters or he could be packing his bags and leaving. I'll probably ask some clarifiers on that. I've read on Trump, when is he going to leave, a couple of times. When I first read on it back in like October, November, I kept getting like around April, like April, May timeframe. And then for some reason, like a month ago, I think it was, I read on when is he going to leave, and it looked like it kind of shifted to later into the summer. I can't remember. You guys may remember. It seemed like it was like July, August, something like that. Yeah, boom, Judy, boom. So I'm really, because there's so many people's free will that are involved and how these people are working together between Congress and, the New York offices that are investigating and working with Mueller's team. And now you got William Barr in there. There's so many free wills involved. It's kind of like the timing kind of keeps shifting back and forth, and it's really hard to get a feel for in it with the cards. But Trump in April, he's either moving forward to calmer waters or he's packing his bags. He's got treachery. He can't see where he's going in April. He's got treachery. howling at the moon. He's got emissaries with moneyed proposals. Here's the thing about Trump, because he always does the same thing he's always done over and over and over. Now that he thinks this investigation is over, he'll continue doing his dirty deals. He'll continue to do it. I mean, they'll just keep getting more and more and more stuff on this man because he won't stop. And here he is clinging. He's clinging. So he's clinging to his money. I want to ask, are they going to lock up his finances? Are they going to find from Deutsche Bank? Hi, John. Marianne Revealing Light just said she felt June, July resignation. Yeah, I originally got April, May, and then I did a later reading on it. And I was getting like later in the summer. I was watching Tarot's Apprentice, had some interesting things that came up in Trump in April also, and it looked like he could possibly be going in April, but let's just see. Are they going to lock up Trump's finances? Are they going to lock up his bank accounts, his offshore money, his kids' money, his family estate? Are they just going to lock it down? Ooh, Marilyn Matthews. Where'd you hear that? Assange may be in federal custody offshore. DOJ plane was tracked to London that they used to pick up fugitives. Interesting. Interesting, John, that you were getting mid-April. When I did the cards, I did 3 months and 6 months. And he wasn't going in 3 months, and I think the reading was back in November, but that he was going in that 6 month time period. And then what I was feeling was things would like kind of come to a head by the end of March, and that he would go in like mid-April into early May. Oh my God, Alchemist, you're so right. Tarot Apprentice's reading on Ivana, the mother, in the month of April, and the giggle fit he had, I could not stop laughing. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. I talked to him on the phone every now and then. We Skyped together, and I was just so tickled. He's such a funny guy. But back to the cards. I'm looking at, will they lock down Trump's money in April? Let's ask April, May. Let's give him a couple of months to lock his money up. Because if they do that, oh, look at this, the family legacy right on the bottom. Isn't it interesting what shows up on the bottom, what I'm asking about? If they lock his money up, then we know, they've got stuff from Deutsche Bank and all those different banks. Wow, this is interesting. So will they lock up Trump's money in like April, May? He's going to be embattled. The challenge is the greed and avarice. So to me, the challenge is finding all the money, finding everywhere he stashed it, because he is greedy. He has taken a lot of money and getting all the information, but he is embattled. At the base of this, I've got illumination, the sun. Behind this, the sword of truth and power. This is about power. So taking the power to do it. Looks like they're putting Trump in defense mode in April, May. Then I have the moneyed woman, which someone, it's a woman who's practical with money, good at handling money. So it tells me there's a woman, could be somebody in New York or something that knows how to do all the forensic accounting stuff. And I've got the victory card. Yeah, baby, I think they're going to lock up his money. It's going to be an end of a cycle. And then I've got the patience card, temperance. And again, this is about money laundering for me also, flowing money back and forth, integrating back and forth. So tracking down everywhere that he's laundered money to. Yeah, and here's Trump. I can't get to my money. I can't get to my money. Hi, Sam. I was just looking at if they would lock up Trump's money in April, May. You missed, I did a reading on how Trump looked in April, and it kind of led me to look at, would they lock up his money? I'm going to say yes. Now, whether that's through the House, whenever I say Nancy Pelosi, I don't mean Nancy Pelosi personally. I mean the energy of the House and the House committees. I think it's pretty exciting. I was more excited the other day when they said that a lot of boxes were moving out of Mueller's office, because I'm like, oh, good, send them all to New York or any other federal offices, scatter them around very smartly. What else should we look at with Mueller? Now, the other thing is William Barr said he was going to continue working with Mueller. Rosenstein is staying. I think Rosenstein is trying to make sure, things go as they've planned. I think, Rosenstein is probably had worked with Mueller. Let's just ask that. Did Rosenstein work with Mueller to farm out work to other offices for future indictments? Mueller's not going anywhere for a while. He's got Roger Stone's case isn't going to trial till, I think, November. Sam, are you in Hawaii? Bye, Hope. So, Rosenstein, were you working with Mueller on farming out cases to other investigators and other courts, other attorney generals? So I love it when they send it to the state levels, because then there's no pardons. Yeah, they were looking at all these cases. They were looking at all the money involved too, and they were looking at all these cases. Hi, Morgan. They had a plan. Rosenstein and Mueller had a plan. The challenge was the White House, because Trump kept breathing down their Rosenstein and Jeff Sessions' neck, stop the investigation. I think Mueller and Rosenstein definitely had a plan how they were going to do this, because here they were kind of tied down. Within Mueller's investigation, there was only so far he could go. The challenge has been the White House itself. At the root of this, they've kind of put up smoke screens about it. So this tells me like Rosenstein, whenever Trump's called him in, is like blowing him off and put up smoke screens about it. Here's crowning the reading. Here's Mueller and Rosenstein looking like they're going quiet, looking like, oh, we're done, we're going quiet. But here in the future, somebody's going away. Treachery, treason, can't see where they're going. People celebrating. And it involves the people that work together on the dark money. So yeah, they have definitely They wanted to put an end to the thief. They wanted to bring an end to this cycle with the thief. And it caused them a lot of anxiety. They didn't want him to get away with it. So, again, we're being told patience. I've got the Chariot, which tells me success. They were successful in their plan and executing their plan. But it also tells me, it's a card of travel. So I'm actually getting a flash vision of like boxes on a conveyor belt going to these other places, going to these other offices, to finish up what they weren't allowed to finish up. There'll be a little bit of a delay. But Rosenstein and Mueller are doing a little sleight of hand, making it look like, they're done, they're retiring, they're going, they're done. They've farmed it off to other people. And they've done this because of Russia. So, yep, I think they're completely aware there was collusion. It was just a matter of how do you prove it in court. So they've got these other cases. I've always said it feels like they're going to follow the money, get them on money laundering, racketeering, RICO laws, whatever else. It's like a mafia, so they can get them on RICO laws. Hi, Teresa. You got the popcorn out? So, Deborah, let's just ask: was there collusion? What they said was that they were not doing any further indictments. We don't know for sure what was said about collusion, but my guess is that they decided not to indict Trump or anyone else, any of his kids, on collusion type. Collusion is not a charge itself. They would have to get them on like conspiracy or something. But my feeling is they decided, there's so much freaking money involved and other stuff going on that there was enough to lock these people up over that. And it was easier to prove in court than trying to get witnesses to testify. So let's look at, did Mueller have evidence of Russia? He was supposed to be looking at, did Russia, how did Russia meddle in our elections and who involved in the Trump campaign and Trump people were involved. It's called the most successful special counsel investigation ever because they've had over 37 indictments, I think. Now, some of those will never get prosecuted because they're against Russian oligarchs, but it's still, no one has been acquitted. From Flynn to Rick Gates to Manafort, all these people, Michael Cohen, no one has been acquitted. So we'll ask, was there collusion? Was there conspiracy to win this election, to win the 2016 election, to get Trump into office? So I think it goes beyond that. I think it goes beyond just trying to get him into office. I think it goes into getting the sanctions lifted, changing the Republican platform. Remember that back in May of 2016? Well, here's the moneyed woman behind it. She's usually Rebecca Mercer for me. She keeps showing up. Could possibly be. She also shows up for me as Rebecca or as Nancy Pelosi sometimes because Nancy's such a great fundraiser. It could be that Mueller will give information to Nancy. You better believe Nancy's team will have Mueller in testifying to them. So, did Mueller have information on the conspiracy by Trump. It was a little bit of a juggle for him. The challenge was the sword of truth. The challenge was being able to prove it in a court of law. It's what I'm feeling here is that a yes, that he did find that he shifted the balance, shifted the votes towards him through working with Russia. At the root of this, though, is the money, who paid who, and the money laundering and stuff. So I think, again, Mueller, in looking at the money, knew. We have here in the past the investigators and the female judges. Manafort has been found guilty. Flynn has been found guilty. All these people have been found guilty. Yes, it's already been proven that there was collusion. Crowning the reading, the Chariot success also has to do with all the traveling that they looked at, all the traveling that was done by people. And then near future, here's Trump sitting on all his money, his greedy money, out in the cold from it, can't get to his money, trying to hang on to what he's got. This card almost looks like he's in a straitjacket, doesn't it? It's like his arms are wrapped up. He's almost in a straitjacket. And the Fool, just for me, whenever I get the Fool card with Trump, I don't get new beginnings or anything. I just get was just foolish. He was just foolish. This goes way back. This goes back a long time. It's even prior to 2016 election, and it involves the people that work together on the dark money. So yes, I would say he knew it. Mueller knew it or knows it. And he's passed along the information to the other attorney generals so that we can get more indictments. We got a troll in the room. Was that Starry Night? I just reported him. So what else should we look at here? Should we see how Don Jr.'s April's going to go? I'm not going to stay on too late tonight, guys. I just wanted to come on for a little bit and make sure everybody was staying calm and not getting too worked up by the news media. I tend to not watch too much of the TV during the day because I'm doing personal readings. So today I didn't find out until I think it was about 15, 20 minutes before Rachel Maddow started that the Mueller report had been delivered. And they were, I flipped channels. I watched CNN for a few minutes, and then I flipped over to Chris Matthews, and they were also worked up. I was like, oh my God, mute it till Rachel comes on. They were all too crazy. Let's look at Jared, how his April's going to go. My Mueller card just tried to flip out. My burden card just tried to flip out. I think Jared's going to have a little problems in April. Let's see. Hey, Scully. Well, I think it's going to involve money laundering. It's definitely going to be about who gave money to who for Jared. Either that or he's reduced to being a beggar. Hey, Kate. Oh, I love this. So here's Jared rushing in, no plan, just he's going to be erratic. He's going to be erratic in April. His challenge is getting to higher ground. His challenge is to defend himself. So he's going to be put in defense mode. His challenge is how to defend himself. At the root of this is the messenger. Someone's going to be talking about him. Somebody's got a new plan for him. In the past, it involves who he has bonded with and made agreements with. Crowning the reading, though, is my Ivanka card. So crowning the reading, Ivanka might be in more trouble. We'll have to look at her in a second than Jared. But Jared's out in the cold, and I laid a clarifier from the White House. So it looks like he's leaving the White House in April. Yeah, and anxiety. He's looking for a new job. Anybody want to hire Jared in April? Let's look at Ivanka. Because it looks like since she's crowning the reading, like she might be in more trouble before Jared. Afro Princess, I don't do personal readings when I do live feeds. I only do personal readings through inquiries to my Gmail account, and you can find my Gmail account on all my videos. I do charge for personal readings. I've had a couple of people ask me if I did free personal readings. No, it's my income. It's how I pay my mortgage payment. It's my full-time job. So no, I don't do free readings. Girls got to make a living and be able to pay for the cat food, right? So Ivanka, how's your April going? After Tarot's Apprentice video on Ivana, the mother, we may have to look at her. I was laughing so hard at his video. Ivana. Here's that messenger coming up again. Is that like a subpoena or an indictment? Here, I've got something for you. Piece of paper. Wow, Ivana's trying to get to calmer water. She's like leaving. She is like leaving right smack in the middle of April. Her challenge is a fire sign woman. Her challenge is Nancy Pelosi. Her challenge is Nancy Pelosi. She's got an extreme anxiety at the root of this in April. In April, for her, I've got the White House is in the past. Like she's already left. Like it's in the past. All her celebrations and her involvement at the White House. Crowning the reading too, though, I've got the King of Wands again. Mueller, like probably from passing off information to other people, she's feeling the pressure of the investigators. April, she's going into isolation. She does have hope. She does have some hope. She is a little dingy that way, having sort of a false sense of hope. It's also could be she's a star witness or star focus of attention. Here I've got Putin and the Tower. So it's going to be over her involvements with Putin. Things that have gone on a long time. This is also her networking with Putin in Russia, with other people in Russia. It's going to have her quite emotional, but it also feels like the network, like computer wires, coming off of a computer. It's gone on a long time. Dirty tricks, sleight of hand, and into a cycle. So I would say Ivanka's April is not going to be too good. President of her cell block. I actually had a dream, alchemist. I had a dream last night that Trump was running for president in 2020 for cell block C in prison or in his mental hospital. But I literally saw, block C on the wall. He was running for president there. He was going to run things there. Hi, Aina. So shall we be brave and look at Ivanka after Ivana after Tarot's Apprentice funny No. Ivanka's the daughter. Ivana is the mother. Tarot's Apprentice did a really funny video. Hi, Felice, on Ivana, the mother. Hey, Dan. Oh, you're getting snow. Hugs right back to you. So let's look at Ivana. Let's see what her April looks like. She's playing games. Now this can be battling, but it can also be like playing games and you don't know who's winning. It's also, this is a card, guys, in one of my videos, I was talking about programming cards. This is a card I've programmed for me to show up for gambling. So if someone has a gambling addiction, this will come up. Hey, Susan. So basically, I wanted to talk a second about how to program your cards. When you're shuffling, you can set an intention of, okay, I want this card to represent gambling, because gambling is like a game where you can't tell who's winning, So you think about this card as you shuffle and it programs the card. So if someone has a gambling addiction, you'll get this card and you'll get like the devil, the addiction card. And you'll be like, oh, they've got a gambling addiction. It'll show up for you. So Ivana, the mother, she's playing games. She might be gambling. You still have to intuit the meaning of the card, but it helps you to tune in. I think we're going down the road that Johnny from Tarot's Apprentice was going through. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, you're gonna have to let Johnny know from Tarot's Apprentice. I think we're going down that road with Ivana. So here's Ivana trying to put a lid on her emotions. Her challenge is betrayal. Her challenge is betrayal. At the root of this, she's got a plan. In the past, the plan is involving someone she's bonded with, someone she's connected to. Crowning the reading, the family card. So it's someone in the family, or it's a family person. I'm feeling it's someone in the family. Near future. Someone might shine a spotlight on this. I was trying to feel like, is she going into isolation in April? Oh no. It's Trump. Trump's going into isolation in April. So here's Trump, the fool. Here's the addiction, like sexual addiction. Completion of a cycle. And then she's just sitting there pretty with her money. He's trying to manipulate the government. I think it's Trump. I think she's when he goes to Mar-a-Lago and stuff, I think she's having an affair with him. Laura, no one can predict how much Trump will tweet this weekend. It depends on how much Adderall he snorts. So let's look at Don Jr. and the judges and investigators and burden card falling out as I'm thinking about Don Jr. Bye, Scully. Don Jr., how's his April? He's clinging, trying to hang on to what he's got, which means somebody's trying to take it away from him. He gets the GOP card in the center too. Didn't he just say the other day that he was thinking about running for president in 2024? It's like, again, president of Cell Block C. His challenges, all his smoke screens he puts up and all his delusions. Don Jr., his challenge is his delusions. The root of this, he's embattled. In the past, again, money laundering, paying who paid who. Crowning the reading, I've got Trump sitting in all his greed. But Don Jr., I've got him leaving his treasures behind. He's going away. Sword of Truth after him. Has to do with his family money and family secrets. Now, it's going away. It's not the courts locking him up or anything like putting him in jail until he stands trial, indicting him, anything like that. I think he's going to literally try to flee away. He's going to try to go away and party. He's going to try to go away and party. He's going to be foolish. He's going to go party. He's going to party with people that he's worked with. Somebody's going to make him an offer he doesn't want. The Godfather, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. That would probably be the courts. Again, involving treachery, and involving money payoffs, being an emissary of the money. Being connected to the king of greed. Doesn't look like Don Jr. is going to have a good month, but he will try to get away and go party. They might as well go have a good time while they can, right? Before they're all locked up. I think maybe I'll stop there for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. I just wanted to come on and do a little bit of reading after the news today, make sure everybody's doing okay, and just breathe. It's going to be a crazy weekend on the news because they're all going to be speculating what's even in the report. I don't think Barr is going to release everything. If you watch my William Barr videos, I think we'll get it piecemeal because there are so many cases that they're still investigating in New York and different places. There are still certain things that they can't talk about. Hey, Pauline. So don't get too wound up. Turn the TV off if it gets to be too much. A lot of times I'll just check in every now and then with MSNBC online, so that I'm not hearing it all the time. I just go in, look at what the articles are about, and then close it out and quit looking at it until some news comes out. Thank you, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me spur of the moment. Sorry Lucy didn't make an appearance. She's probably sleeping on the sofa in the living room. Have a good evening, guys. Bye-bye.